who that
Trump is a
Mar-a-Lago.
savage.
Is pushing you very hard, right? A very rich guy, too. How is that going?
Great, thank you.
So you're running against Mr. Vietnam, who wasn't in
Blumenthal.
Vietnam. You believe that? This guy wins the election. You know, for years he was talking about how he was a great war hero. And he'd be talking, I'd run up a hill, men falling left and right. And it was 20 years of bullshit. He was the Attorney General of the state of Connecticut.
That's right.
And his whole thing, and they found him because he was telling the story, and a couple of Vietnam vets who were in his platoon, according to him, were there. They said, he was never with us. And they reported him to the great Vince McMahon. And the rest is history. And he made a horrible display. He was crying and begging for an apology, and it was right before the election. And he was going to get out, but he didn't have the courage to get out. He just wanted to go home. So he went home. He crawled into a corner. He assumed he was going to lose. And because it's very hard to win, I hate to say it, in Connecticut, he ended up winning. Maybe different time, though. I heard you doing well. But because it's hard to win, he ended up winning by like 3 points, and it was a disgrace. And when I went to Vietnam to see Kim Jong-un, I stepped on the ground with 1 foot off the plane and 1 foot on the stairs. And I said, I have now spent more time in Vietnam than your opponent. Right? Remember that? No, but this guy for 20 years talked about he was a great hero. He talked about men were falling on my left, on my right, my friends, my brothers. And the guy was full of crap. It was the most unbelievable. How the hell did he ever win? And you're running against him. And I think, I don't care how long ago it was, you should use that in your thing, because he was a corrupt. And then he's always one of these guys, you know, holier than thou. He's always, oh, this was so terrible what the president said, you know, about like nothing. And, you know, he's always trying to shame everybody. Here's a guy for 20 years lied about his military record, and he knew he was dead. He quit the race, but he didn't even have the guts. He didn't want to go before the cameras. He only had 3 days left. So he sat home and he cried. And then he won the race. And he's been sitting there for a long time, and somebody should use that because it's a disgrace. Good luck. Good luck with it. Again, you do have a great supporter. Say hello to him, okay? So should we ask some questions, Rudy, or what? What do you think? Andrew, Rudy, should we ask some questions or take some questions? I don't mind. I don't mind. Rudy says, go ahead, take some. Rudy doesn't mind. What the hell? Rudy doesn't mind questions either.